definitions of what makes a classic. I can give you a few of them. A classic is a book that connects readers across generations, across cultures. A classic is also a book that makes you feel less alone. And also, I think a classic has to do with the relationship you have with a book throughout your lifetime.
Beautiful. Okay. Next, what is the one book that you always recommend?
Oh my goodness. Well, I would say in my adult life, my favorite book is My Antonia by Willa Cather. It used to be The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. And I also recommend Poetics of Space by Bachelard. It's a beautiful meditation on space and art.
What do you love best about your job?
I love learning every day about a new book that's new to me but is beloved by a community of readers. I love discovering new books for the series and just learning about titles that we should add to the series that are important to other people.
What is your favorite Penguin series?
No, they're all my children. I would say I had the most excitement around Penguin Civic Classics because they were the political and historical texts to basically excite a young generation to think about voting, to think about democracy, and I really was inspired by the idea of civic engagement when I put it together with the editor, Richard Beeman.
Okay, paperback or hardcover?
Paperback.
Okay. Yes, you're a paperback lover. What about Duckled Edge? Is it a yes or a no for you?
You know, I don't understand how people think that Duckled Edge looks like a mistake, but I love the texture of it. It definitely has a luxurious feel to me, so I think it's for a very special reason to use Duckled Edges. So it's a yes for me.
Okay, cool. What is a myth about publishing that you want to dispel?
Well, I would say a myth that I can't dispel is that it's quiet, because it really is quiet in the office because everyone's reading.
Oh,
That's true. But I think a myth about publishing is you don't have to be an English major to be in book publishing. You just have to have a love for books, but really you could have majored in anything and just have that passion.
okay. Which words or phrases do you most overuse?
Diversity is the 2019 word, I think.
That's true.
I think that the meaning behind it is important and the impact that we need to make with that word. Unfortunately, we need new words for it, or we just should upturn it and make it the default. You know, selection, our business, our choices, the opportunities we give writers, and the things we decide to publish should all have it in their DNA, that word. So.
Which historical figure do you most identify with?
Historical figure that you're going to say like animal, because I was ready with animal.
We can do animal after.
Okay. So historical figure, I don't know if I identify with any historical. I don't think of myself in a historic fashion, so I think I have to pass on that one.
All right. Well, which animal do you most identify with?
Decorator crab.
What?
The decorator crab. The decorator crab has no sense of like the self-defense of a decorator crab is just to change accessories
Oh my god.
on the seafloor and just crawl sideways
Oh my god.
and hopefully not get attacked, but also looking fabulous.
It's like the crab from Moana.
I think so. That was it.
Okay. If you could ask any writer dead or alive one question, what would it be? Who would be and what would you
Oh my
ask?
goodness. Oh, I mean Audrey Lorde would probably be the person who we're putting in Penguin Classics for the first time next spring. And I think the thing I would ask her about is how do you find bravery when you feel afraid? How do you tap into that inner strength?
What does your bookshelf look like?
Ooh. At home or at work?
Both?
At work? Okay, so my bookshelf at work has a bunch of, well, mostly deluxes on one stack and black spines on the other, and then a bunch of manuscripts on the bottom. And then my bookshelf at home are all the books I'm meaning to read but never have time to read.
The same as my bookshelf at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Okay, what book or series would you consider your comfort read?
Oh, let's see, comfort reads. Well, it's hard for me to read for pleasure because I'm always reading for work. But a comfort read or an enjoyable read right now is Insurrecto by Gina Pascal, which I purposely waited to read until I had my vacation here.
Okay.
And I just finished On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong, which is devastatingly beautiful and probably one of the best books I've read in the last few years. Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite underrated book?
Oh boy, my favorite underrated book. I mean, I think I'd have to recommend again Poetics of Space. I think it's beloved by people that know it, but it's considered, I think, a little bit obscure. So that would probably be it.
What is the last book that made you cry?
Oh, Ocean Vuong. Yeah,
Really?
I think so. There are definitely beautiful parts to that book that really connected. I really connected with. Yeah.
And lastly, do you judge books by their covers?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like silently judging right now, left and right, all the time.
Our books feel so judged, but they're used to it. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.